Good morning and happy Molina Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why real estate values are going to continue increasing, particularly in the state of Florida in 2022. All right, so let's start off with inflation. So since 2019, the government printed $9 trillion, okay, of which $4 trillion is just somewhere out there in this magical money world floating around liquid. All right, so what does that mean? When you couple the money printing of about $4 trillion liquid and low interest rates, what you have leads to real estate leverage, okay? So let's take an example. You want to buy an investment property, put down 25%, you can finance 4 times that amount. But guess what? Florida is an international state. And it's not like the United States was the only country in the world to print money. Every single country in the world printed money. And so because Florida is an international state, and because of migration with the return of the international buyer, you have people all over the world. You have Mexico, you got Russia, you got Brazil, you got all these countries where you have these investors that can now come back in to the Florida market and start buying up real estate again. And that's exactly what you've been seeing happen as of late. Let's go back to low interest rates. So for the first time historically, you have these big institutional investors that are not only buying up big apartment buildings, as they typically do, but they're also buying up massive amounts of single family properties. So that's one thing that you've been seeing that has led to this huge drive and upward momentum in single family real estate home values, okay? Now back to migration. You have massive amounts of domestic migration. Now, since 2010, from 2010 to 2019, even before COVID, Florida had more people move to the state of Florida within the United States than the entire west coast of the United States. And as of late, this has only been compounded by the fact that now you can work remote. You can work for a company in New York or Illinois, and you can live 2 blocks from the water in Florida because you work remote. You also have these big hedge funds like Blackstone, Goldman Sachs. They're moving down here. They're moving to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach County, okay? These are bringing higher paying jobs. That's leading to higher real estate values. Now let's go to supply issues. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a surprise. We have a shortage of affordable housing. You know why? Because of supply issues, the cost of building single family homes no longer makes sense for builders. So you have the typical huge builders in the United States that would usually build these massive single family communities. What they're doing instead is they're building big apartment building units, okay? So because of the supply issues, you see not only rental values increasing, but you see less single family homes. So what does that mean? That means less inventory, which leads to basic supply and demand economics in real estate, increasing property values. These are the 3 factors: inflation, migration, and supply issues that are going to really help real estate values continue to increase into the future. I'll share with you a little personal story. So I've been looking for a home recently, and when I was looking for the single family homes, every time I wanted to make an offer, I was always told, hey, look, to get this offer accepted, you got to offer, at least $10,000 above asking price. So I started looking for duplexes, triplexes, quads. I found a quad, $535,000. The appraisal came back in at $600,000. I was the only person that made an offer. So the single family housing market is extremely competitive due to cost, due to the shortage of affordable housing, and also due to one more thing, all right? These low interest rates. For the first time in essentially the past 60 years, you have these big institutional investors like Blackstone that are not just buying massive apartment buildings, but they're also buying massive amounts of single family properties, okay? So that in itself is really pushing the cost of these single family properties up. So here's the thing, okay? You might ask yourself, is now a good time to buy if it's so competitive? Well, ask yourself this: have you ever done anything great in life that was easy? The truth is, I never have, and most likely you never have as well. So if you're patient, if you can hang in there and buy a single family home, you're gonna see really great appreciation into the future. All right, so those are my 2 cents. Happy Molina Monday. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you soon.